Hi, today on the keyboard workshop it's time signatures again, and I'm going to try and answer that famous old question, why is 3/4 different from 6/8? So this is where you'll find the time signature. It's right at the beginning of a piece of music, and this case it's in 3/4 or waltz time. Now the first thing I want to look at is the top number, which in this case is 3. This basically means 3 beats to the bar. Now, in a previous video, I've tried to explain what a bar is and what a beat is. And if you count these beats, they're like this: 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And essentially, a 1 count is the beginning of a new bar. And this is essentially what this 3 means in the top of the time signature. It's the number of counts in a bar. Now let's look at some other examples. This is Strawberry Fields Forever, and you can see that this time we're in a 4/4 or common time signature, and there are 4 beats to the bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this piece is in 2/4 or march time, the refrain in Those Were the Days, and we've got a similar beat here, 1, 2, 1, 2. But what's happened here? Our beat is split up into 2 notes. Now this brings me on to explaining what the bottom figure in the time signature means. You see, we've based all our counting on this type of note, and it's called a crotchet, and it's an arbitrary length of time. Let's give some examples. A crotchet could be this sort of speed: 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 crotchets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or it could be slightly faster: 1, 2, 3, 4. Or it could be a bit slower: 1, 2, 3, 4. Essentially, there's a range of time that this note is valid for. Now, if our piece of music is a bit faster or contains more notes, we tend to write the piece of music using quavers, which are half, essentially, these crotchet lengths. And they look like that. And that is what you saw in the piece of music. The crotchet had been split up into 2 quavers. So quavers are like half beats, but in a bar they always add up to the same as the number in the top of the time signature. So 1 and 2 halves, 1, 1, 1, and 1 1/2 and 2. Now we count quavers slightly differently to the way we count beats. So a beat would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 if it was in 3/4, but quavers are 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. If a piece of music is written using mainly these crotchets, then the bottom figure in the time signature will be a 4. If, however, piece of music is written using mostly quavers, which are these joined up notes, then the piece of music will have an 8 in the bottom of the time signature. So the faster a piece of music is, or the more notes it contains, then this figure tends to go up, and it's always a power of 2, which is 2, 4, 8, or even 16, and there's even cases of 32 as well. So why is 6/8 different from 3/4? Well, it's all to do with how it's counted. 6/8 is what we call a compound time signature. That is, the 6 is split up into 2 lots of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rather than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's an accent on 4. It's sort of coupled into 2 lots of 3. So in this piece of music, which is in 6/8, you can see that the quavers are joined together in 3s. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the main difference between 6/8 and 3/4 is that you count differently with the 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the 3/4 is just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now you could put quavers into a 3/4 piece, and instead of sounding 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, it would sound 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. But essentially it's faster than 1, 2, 3. And because it's faster, that's why it would be written in a 6/8 time signature. So the top number is the number of beats in a bar, and the bottom number is the pace of the piece, which relates to the number of notes per bar in the piece, which is effectively linked to the note length. What is the note? In this case it's a crotchet, and in this case it's a quaver.